Bitch.
She shut up, bitch.
Yeah. No, we think that was Elton. Anyway.
Okay.
Things stood out. Was Oprah alone?
Oprah did not get a +1. It was like, yeah, Will Stedman.
Where's Kyle?
Calm down. Taylor was working the event, and Stedman's telegraph.
Yep. We're live now. Hello. This is Sunnex here with my water and everything because you know what we're gonna be doing. You've read the title for a while. As long as this play now button will work, everything will be fine.
Congratulations on the engagement.
Thank you.
Gloria Govan. You know she's getting married to Derek Fisher. Yes. Now,
We open.
Matt Barnes came out. Of course, he was married to Gloria Govan for a long time. He said that, listen, he was happy for them.
Is Matt, your ex, going to be there?
Yeah, that's funny, guys. Absolutely not.
As a matter of fact, he basically says that Matt Barnes lied, that him and Derek Fisher are not in communication about the kids every week.
So it's not that copacetic yet.
No.
Here we go.
The camera guy says, what if Matt sends you guys a wedding gift?
Yeah, I feel like gift away. Yeah, absolutely. So obviously he was really bad to her.
He drove hundreds of miles to
Doki Doki. We on? Let's just get back to where we were. We were writing this poem for God knows what day we're on. We've just witnessed 2 cutscenes with Sayori. Let's make it 3. Let's see if I can get this all. Good. Perfect Sayori. Yes. 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 I always can get depression whenever I see it. It's funny. Yes. No! Okay, I got 10 on Sayori. As long as I don't get 10 on Yuri, I'll be fine. No. Give me a Natsuki or a Sayori. That way Sayori will have the better hand. Yay! Yay! Boop is probably Natsuki. Yay! No! Only God knows what's Sayori. Ooh! Sunset. Yay! Yay! One more? How about we go with Secret? Nope. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. I'm usually never late to clubs. If they're after school. It's all dependent on what club it is. If it's like robotics, I might be a few minutes late because, yes, even though I like engineering, I wouldn't take it as a full-on hobby. But singing, totally. Oh, wait. I said I would actually put a showcase of a poem on first thing. I'm sorry. Here you go. This is that poem I was talking about in the last part. One that would hopefully spread good vibes along. Make people a little bit happier, even in the face of all the despair out there.
begging for change, or he's right about something he predicted over a year ago. President Obama.
Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. I see no difference in the verb, the adjectives. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Because of course, I would be there for the food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? In all honesty, I've never had any type of squid. And that is because I don't have that much of a taste for seafood. It's mainly meat and fruit. And carbohydrates and stuff. Yes, I do not eat my greens. Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on! Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because! It's right in your name! Monica! Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. She is correct. I checked in part 1. Monica's name means advisor, which, like I said before, makes sense for this game, because she advises the entirety of this club. She says she's the president and all, she created it. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
I don't believe it. Again.
Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are! Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. We got some turbulence going on in the room. I'm gonna fix that. BRB. Now, nothing can get in the way between you, me, and the horror that is to come. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. In all honesty, if this were a reality situation, the roles between me and Sayori would practically be flip-flop. Just to let you know. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little bit off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry about me too much. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. And if I did that to my friend, she probably wouldn't buy it at all. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. Oh yeah, I forgot to post my stream on Discord servers. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Sundex, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down at her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Sundex. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Sundex. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but I've been writing poems for her. I've been on her adventures. I care for her. I watch over her like she watches over me. I practically spoke what you wanted to say, so go on. Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Sundex. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I've said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to some conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I already need to take another drink. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. That's true for me, not just for words, but for practically anything else. My mind's like a steel trap in short-term memory. And if short-term memory is good, then long-term memory is good as well. Literally. I remember one day this semester, like in April or so, I lost a vocab sheet for my literature class. And it was a makeup, so I couldn't get to hear the words ahead of time. So what I did was I quickly took a vocab sheet from the desk that usually holds all the papers, extras, did it quickly, turned it in, got the vocab test, perfectly did it. Then again, that's vocabulary, and that's like a different, very different. It's just memorizing a couple of words and their definition. But still, it's unique. How I can just look at something simple and memorize it in just a short amount of time. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? I wouldn't call it weighing me down. I would call it preparing me. Preparing me to be more assertive to others. As long as I can help out in any way, shape, or form. As long as I can make one person's life better, I can apply that to hopefully everyone else I know. And hopefully the world will be a better place, if I do it enough. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. Well, I can't be wrong about that in real life at this point. I mean, here I am. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone! After some time passes, Monica calls out to the classroom. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. I'm totally concerned for Sayori. At this point. I'ma do her first. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Sunnex. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Sunnex. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end... Yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sometimes it's easier to write happy things like the one I just shared when I have the happy person in my mind. So yeah. Doki Doki is a relatable experience. To an extent. In this very long first part of the first act, you get to meet the characters, have character development. Choose who you want to be with. Choose who relates to you the most. Choose if you want to be the person who looks out for someone, a mature person, if you just want to be yourself, what am I rambling about? Sayori? No. Sunnex, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Sunnex. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I could say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. So obviously, you learned a lot more today about me. And my bitrate's unstable. Yay! Let's see if I need to disconnect any of my application. Maybe it's because someone I know is using Fortnite upstairs or something. I'm gonna go with my usual route and do Yuri next. Well done, Sunnex. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. But now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I mean, that's what I do with everyone that goes to this stream. I share my opinions on this work from another creator, while also giving you my work and sharing it to you. That way, not only do you see how I interpret it, but hopefully you can also give me your own interpretation as well. There are many ways to contact me. In fact, I might be even creating my own Discord someday. Once this channel gets a little bit bigger. That way I actually have a fan base to go off of. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself? Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Sunnex? To me as a character, I just make the poems. Using 20 words. So, what I've learned as my character is that I've probably came a long way with Sayori. That our time spent together as children has really paid off through the poetry we write for each other. But me personally, with my own poetry, I learned that being monotonous, I'm not monotonous. I'm just very sudden in mood swings. Like, one day I can be really happy, and another day I can just show happiness. One of those days is actually expressed in another poem of mine. It's called Broken. I don't know if I shared it with you all yet, but I think this is a relevant time to do so. I'll tell you my interpretation on both poems at the end of Act 1 to end the stream off right. Well, you know how I like to say that your writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself? In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome? How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it at this point. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Yeah, this is not legible. Let's try this. So the setting is probably symbolic. Yes. So this paragraph right here, I'm interpreting it as no matter what, there is an outcome that will always happen, whether it happens in one way or another, but we still do it anyway because we want to see where we can get. How far we can get until that outcome occurs. I think that is the best way I can describe my interactions with Gemini. For people who don't know him, it's best you don't. So, basically this is saying, yes, Cheerio, I'm wearing cat ears, and also, they glow! They can even flash if you want, but I'd rather keep them on glowing, because the flashing will keep your attention towards me, and not to the main focus of the stream, that is, the game. But as I was saying, this paragraph is practically an elongated version of this saying, we are dust, and to dust we shall return. This explains the dust. This explains our life. How we make our decisions, even though we know they will probably turn out not so good in the end. And then, this is where we go back to where we came from. Just the dust of the earth. Now back to the glasses. Interpretation's over. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. I saw that. I just explained what it meant. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose we better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. Well, I can't wait to see Natsuki's approach on the same topic. Hopefully I got the topic right. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to call my thoughts once in a while. Yeah. There should always be that moment in a day where you're doing absolutely nothing. But sadly for me, that moment is when I fall asleep. That's the only source of calm that I get in the day. Because coursework is not tough, I would say, but repetitive. You get this thing, you do it, you take a quiz, you get another thing, you do it, you take a test. Then the cycle starts again with a new chapter. You keep doing it until you finish a unit. Then you start another unit with a whole bunch of chapters, and just before you know it, bam! It's finals time. Thanks for sharing. Now let's see Natsuki's approach. Oh man, this is seriously a step backwards. Eh? I liked your last two way better than this one. I mean, I guess I can't be mad at you for trying different things, as long as you're not just trying to impress Yuri or something like that. Gross. Okay, okay. Like you said, I'm allowed to try new things. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyways? Is that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Hey, if you could put up with Sayori, you can put up with Natsuki. Believe me, you've been played by many other people. Duh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? Well, people go around saying they're gonna shoot up some schools and they call that a joke. I guess scaring people away can be called a joke as well. That seriously hurt. Or maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds out her poem to me like nothing ever even happened. Oh, so they just used the same setting. They didn't change the meaning. I'll have fun doing this one. If your mind is So this seems like a poem about washing away all your fears, your insecurities, your just putting them aside and being happy. And I just call it mere coincidence that she wrote about this today, because this was also the day that Sayori started showing signs of worry, signs of depression, signs of wanting to die. I'm surprised I don't take this poem. If I could just show this to Sayori. Tell her that Natsuki made it, but I thought it would be helpful for her. She could probably see this event much differently. Oh yeah, I also need to notify the Skype that I'm streaming. There we go. Anyway, that's another interpretation. Back to reality. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Well, it certainly had a nice message. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write about anything negative about the beach. Agreed. Beach is like a calm place. The waves crashing up in on the sand. While the sand also tickles your feet. God knows, Shiryo. I believe this is day 4. Because Friday is usually a day off in this, so that's when Sayori and Monica work on stuff. Then I have to decide between scene day 6 or day 7, which is either Natsuki or Yuri. And then day 8 is where everything goes down. And I believe I'm gonna reach that today. So be happy you get to see me suffer. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. No, you said that. You can really see her doing that too. You guys write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Okay, you two are biased against each other. Yeah, Trust me, if you just shared your poems with each other today or yesterday, you can see that even though your takes on things are different, your styles are still very unique, and you can learn to embrace them more. See the beauty within them. Find the meanings. See that you both like making poems, regardless of however you like to write them. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Hi, Sunnex. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, if you're talking about my actual poems, I would be happy to submit pictures. The one I showed in part 2. Because I feel like that one's the most metaphorical. And people really like poetic language, especially if we're doing poetry performance. Yes, that was practically what I was trying to get at. The writing styles of Yuri and Natsuki are different and unique, but at the end of the day, they can both be appreciated by each other, regardless of what they write about, whether it be negative, positive, or a little bit of both. Being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. I'm running out of my Zuck juice. It'll also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem and I'm holding it in my hands. Oh my gosh, allergies are really kicking in. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. That's because we're bonding. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. That's because we're bonding. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? Yes, but we still bonding! I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing her as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little bit off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well... Sundex, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Girl! I said this in day 1, part 1. Any interactions I have with these women do not imply that they will become my waifus. Because this is a game. And virtuality is very different than reality. That being said, I have been flirting with her. Of course not. And of course, my character is going against what I say. I've been treating her like I always do, by flirting with her. Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Literally. Allergies. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. This old tale tells. I said I don't have a waifu. I'm sorry. Where are some Kleenex? I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I need some Kleenex. Today's not a good day. It's fine. Okay. The lady who knows everything. Foreshadowing! Lost adrift, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. Let's see. How can I interpret this? since I've seen Act 1 already, I will just say, the lady who knows everything is Monica, and the feather is Sayori. Because of this last section here, I found every answer, all of which amounts to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we only seek the impossible. The impossible for her at this point is happiness, because of this lady who knows everything. Monica is not Sayori's legend, and Sayori's legend doesn't exist because she is going to die. And this breath that she blows, the feather is supposed to drift away from the setting, just as Sayori drifts away from the entirety of the game as soon as Act 1 ends. Here's my say on it. And thanks Yo-Yo. I'm happy you like my interpretations. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? I don't know. Would it? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the clubs prefer writing about the things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? There is no right answer in subjectiveness. Everybody has different opinions, and whether you agree or disagree is up to you. That being said, this is probably why Doki Doki got so much popularity in its beginning years. 1. Everyone could relate to it. 2. Its poems are subject to anyone. Everyone can interpret it their own way, such that it can be relatable to them. 3. Every single whammon in this game, or at least one of them, can be relatable to not the character, but the player of the character. In fact, there's a mod on this where you can actually get all 4 of them to fall under your wing. Have 4 waifus at a time. Doesn't that sound nice? I'll probably try it out as soon as I get a couple of other things done. Yo-Yo, you've already known about this. I told you about it before. It's the one by Fathom? Yeah. Humans aren't 2-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean 1-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because if you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It becomes much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? I mean, isn't this what that is right now? So many dropped frames. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out— hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. This is... I'm just gonna check that out, sorry. Yes. Yes. Okay, you three. Oh, yeah! Because it's usually okay, you four. Oh my gosh. Wow. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Yuri, be correct. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Sundex, please show some decency. I should have read that if Yuri doesn't like it. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Yeah, me too. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time when she's not feeling well? So much for you to being all lovey-dovey. Frames. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ooh. That curious expression coming from Yuri. All people. Henceforth. Yes, actually, Yo-Yo. I mean, you did talk about the lemon juice thing. I know. Okay. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. And I'll probably be there for it because I'll get my chance with Yuri in the next act. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted! And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, I can't even tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I also can't be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? I'm about that. I love atmosphere! Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Sunnex. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. That was the last of my Zuck juice. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Sunnex might not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. If you need a vote, Yuri. I mean, I'm sorry. I've seen Yuri. I've seen that day already through Apocrypha stream. So I might want to go with Natsuki just to bring out variety. It's probably the same reason I went with Sayori to begin with. I mean, I'm already forced to go with Yuri another time. Why should I have to do it again here? So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're making excuses for Sunnex to... Well, what are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Sunnex to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just sell this already? Yeah. Sunnex, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... Oh, I can spend time with Sayori, actually! This might change my decision all the time. And heyo! My brother's here! What's up? Even though you're probably in the other room just watching. Is that right? Noted. So since Sayori's actually the decision, I'm gonna go with Sayori. just because I want to spend some time with her and keep her happy. You get what I'm saying? Both of you? Yeah, his channel has already hit 1,000 subscribers. He can do some super chat, monetization, etc. But usually stuff doesn't stop there. So go ahead, go subscribe to him if you want. Hey, he's my brother. I gotta do what I can for him. Anyway, I was going to originally go with Natsuki, but I guess Sayori will be my choice. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No! Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. No, I can't! Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Well, I'm gonna see Monica sometime later anyway. So I guess, here we go. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago, you were saying that's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? My heart's pounding! Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome! I don't think that really counts. What about you, Sun Next? Me? I guess you can say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri just might be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulder. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're gonna help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feels good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah! Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staring here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Eh? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Let me just get out my phone. Does anyone know Natsuki's number? They're not going to give it to us on this game. Yo-Yo, do you know it? I'm assuming you would. I'll get it later. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. The festival is so close. Will you buy your girl a yukata? Fill me in on Japanese culture. What is a yukata? I have the number to every girl in the universe that isn't real, but it'll cost you. Well, I'm broke in bitcoins, I think. I haven't even checked bitcoin statuses, but it's probably changing every second. How much is it gonna cost? In the moment. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. Oh, so this is, we're gonna skip day 5 and 6. And we're going straight to day 7. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah, what's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. I think he won't just kill you. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah! I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh. Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone. That I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. I know where I can find the chicken. I might not be able to find the Bitcoin. So how about this? We'll make it 60k Bitcoins, a video of a chicken, this puppy, and also the goods, whatever they are. Sound good? I'll wait for your reply. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming over to my house on Sunday? Honestly, I've never had a girl over before unless it was for a party. Okay, then snap a picture quickly so that it can go away for a little bit. Tell me when you snapped it. I'll be reading I'll probably be reading text from the side. Natsuki is going to be coming over to my house on Sundays, and like I said, I have never had a girl over to my house unless it was for some sort of party. Or even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica says, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Okay, you got the picture and it's... Okay, it's walking. It's walking. It's freaking walking. It's a walking puppy. Hey, how do I turn it off? There we go. It's already Sunday. Day 7 of 8. Stop freaking walking. How do I turn you off? How do I euthanize an electronic animal? I suppose it's also the more to one name. No sense in word. So that's why my character always wears black! You know that one picture with the only picture that we get to see the protagonist in? I think you just explained why he's always wearing black or something. He's matured to the point where the yukata is so dark that it's black. Make sense? I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit, and this human right here has been getting anxious about a lot more things than that. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We've sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute languages. I'm a different person texting as well. I'm sorry. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kinda saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki coming over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Please no! Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's house like we're family. The house is quiet. No! No! Please don't! Oh my gosh. I better be ready. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Not yet, not yet. Hi, Son Next. I need to get my composure back. If it's not here, then it's the next day. Yep. It's not horror. It's being assertive. It's being scared for the person you actually got. Remember when I told you that I want to try to take these people as waifus? Well, I haven't taken them as waifus, but they're friends now. I'm sorry. And friends look after friends. If that makes sense to you. Oh yeah, I better turn my volume up. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. What happened? There's a minute of silence between us. I'm sorry. I haven't played it before. But I have watched someone stream it. That's the other thing. They haven't played Act 2. So beyond Act 1, Day 8, everything I do after that is blind. And yes, this is legit sad. I may not cry, but you'll be able to feel it in my voice. It'll be raspy. It'll be moving. To an extent, I don't really know plots until I study the game intensely. That's kind of what Sayonara. I get the joke now! I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals as wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to be seeing Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how'd you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. Glasses are coming off for this. If I cry, I'm not afraid to let you see it. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday... Oh, wait, that was Friday? Then... what day am I on? I thought I was on day 7, but I might be on day 6. Okay, so 3 poems. So we started on a Tuesday. Hence why Sir Yo-Yo says that stuff always happens on Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's day 6, not day 7. Oh, now I'm thinking of this religiously symbolic. On the 7th day, you rest. And in this case, resting is death. No, it's only Monday. I'm sorry. You're 1 day early. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Sundex. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't even have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something has happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop from thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Sundex, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're just really gonna make me say it, Sundex. I guess I have no choice this time. So, I'm moving location once more, and this time I will be smart enough to turn off my video capture device. Last... And they're gone. Yay. So we left off with this. Here we go. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care to waste by having them spend it on me?
Small dogs live longer.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
That's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her?
Daddy?
Did she really want so badly for me to not just think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost seems like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. Maybe I should have told people. Maybe then I would have had a better group of people to be with in high school. Or I would have a group of people to be with. You don't understand at all, Sundex. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Just like I described in that one poem by Yuri with the beach. You see how every single poem in the 3 days has to relate with everything that will happen later? If you know the story, you can actually see that they planned this out beforehand. Starting from the second day. Starting from when you read that first poem. If you interpret it correctly, you can figure out the story before you even get to the part where it even happens. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Sundex. There's nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everyone could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I'm surprised I haven't lost it by now. I I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Sundex! Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sundex! Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No! Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sundex, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want for her to know is to know that I care. That's what I do. The minuscule actions I take. Just a simple gesture while walking to and from classes. Just a simple 3 text message saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's to show that I still remember. It's to show that I still care. It's to show that I'm still willing to be with the people I knew because I love them that much. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Sundex. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be a very good thing for me to do, okay? Today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Yes. People just need a simple gesture to go from depression. Depression. Is that what you typed? Yeah. Depression. Okay. Depression. That. I'm even putting that in the Discord so I don't forget it. Yeah. Decompose. In fact, I think it's really nice I can share my personal self through this game. It really shows you the real side of me. Although you probably already knew that from my past, which, for simplicity's sake, I'm not going to spoil here. I think what's going on. Yeah, I can share who I am through all forms of art, but I think what's going on in this moment, what's going on this year, is mainly what the focus should be about when it comes to this game. This game is set around high school. Therefore, what I should talk about personally should be about high school. How it's going, how it could go, how it should go, how it would go, but also how I enjoy how it's going in the moment. How even through all the things that really don't happen, it's still nice. It's a nice experience, and it will definitely help me for the rest of my life. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. Yes, I'm still feeling uneasy from that one over-exaggeration. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about when Natsuki's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely gonna have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing a Natsuki other than her school uniform totally threw me off. She actually looking pretty sharp for casual. I wish I could have more of a U-neck like that. Just stretch out my collar. Maybe that helps. There we go. Now we're matching somewhat. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. Well, you're the one who said sup. Sup is a way to start awkwardness immediately. It's going to be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. I didn't want you to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good! Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. You skipped the second reason entirely. Unless the second reason is to see what I share, or at least to hear it. Learn more about me, who I am in reality, instead of through the Discord or Skype or past the forums or anything. Sure, that's why everyone else is here today. This game is all about relatability. It's about learning more about yourself through the events of this game. Surely that second reason is for you to hear who I am. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen, but we're already at the kitchen, so we don't need a scene change right now. Let's do this. What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Sundex? Come on! Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy! I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Kind of like what I do whenever I do something amazing in speedrunning or something. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki? Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little bit more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Sundex. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. Well, I'm glad you finally see me for who I truly am. But she's satisfied enough now. Finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Not as messy as Sayori's, though. I'm not sorry. Well, I am. She's really sad right now. Why did I insult her like that? Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn across every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of the movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Okay, this isn't at all comfortable. Here we go. Sundex, where'd you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way even the flavors aren't different. Everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all! Can't you at least try to have fun? Hey! I can be really fun at times. This may not be one of them. But trust me, I can be. Just gotta hang out with me more. Then again, I never hung out with you until now. I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day. Huh. I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sayori and Monika's delighted expression. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the devil out of it. Slap, 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 slaps. Beat the devil out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face! Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez! You know what? Take this! Natsuki instead wipes off her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish! I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. And in comes! Cute scene! Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Oh, what? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Sundex, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Oh no! We pulled a Sayori! I'm sorry again. Dom getting close. Dom have feelings that... Dom... No! I will have feelings! Just not now! Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put in the cupcakes in yet. No wonder! You have the dirty tray in here, dummy! How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. Oh shoot. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. Like a feather blowing in the distance. Even though that's not how I interpreted it, it's still another interpretation that is fit for the eye of the beholder. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened, baiting the devil out of it. Ah, that smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look how cute they all look! She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. Because fluff. I feel so fluffy and warm right now. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcakes based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. Oh, what's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens... Aw, there's a cat staring at me from a distance. Oh, you want to get up here? Okay. Come on. Come on, cat. Come on. Come on up. You can come. Please. Hi. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing and then we get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts all of them side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slow. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any, because she won't be able to eat any. I can't wait for me to die. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her, like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before, about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how much fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. Do you want to read manga or go out somewhere? Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Sundex, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Ooh la la! Here we go. Wait, Natsuki. Standing interest in me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the side of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes and matching hair fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it for a while now. Sayori? Hi, Sundex. Sayori? Just now, we weren't. It's okay, Sundex. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Aw, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Come on, cat, get in the picture. eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Sundex? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Sundex. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Sundex. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sundex? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Sundex, I like you so much I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. That's enough. I don't want you to hurt anymore. Do you remember how I said I would always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordless, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm gonna give you. Sayori, I love you. Those are my true feelings, so there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Sundex. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Sundex, is this really okay? Yeah, I just hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Sundex. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this, Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always this would be the happiest moment for me, but why? Even now, I want the rain clouds go away. They're not going away at all, Sundex. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it's always been, even if we are really a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Sunnex! Sayori gazed at me again, once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It's like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. That's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I might as well tell you another story about this year, since it's showing relevance now. January 9th, 2018. My best friend put an Instagram post out there, which he has deleted by now, that I interpreted to be that she's going through hard times. Every day I contacted her, hoping that she would respond, until one day in, I forget when, I think it was February, I finally got a call. It felt reassuring that, through thick and thin, she would actually be okay. She could actually deal with this on her own. And in fact she did, because later this year in March we got to meet up. We got to talk about what was going on in our lives. We got to fill each other in. We got to be happy. And if I had any other moment like that, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Granted that there was an opportunity and I let it pass, but that was because I didn't have any time to plan it out. I never got a location, I never got a time. I got a day, I got an event, but nothing else really came up, so I couldn't really do anything about it. I wasn't in my control. So that one true friend out there, if you're watching this, I want to plan something else. Something for this month.
Actually, look at him for now.
But what if we actually need it for now?
I'll get to replying to that later.
That would be bad.
Go brush teeth.
Yeah. Oh, I'll plan something. Beginning of June. One of my friends is graduating from 8th grade. Maybe we can meet up there. I don't know. As for you, Shiryo. Oh! Let's see what you're relating to. So that one time when I finally told you about past events? You can reply to that on your own time. I gotta get through this before anything else happens. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I got. Sayori is the most important person to me. I'll do whatever I can to have a happy future with her. Oh, it's the day of the festival! No, okay, now. Here comes. I gotta live. All days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. Nervous. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Sundex, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. It's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets of each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared to have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I can say, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Why am I shaking? You should take a little responsibility for her, son, next. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all, but... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly, that we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Foreshadowing. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the one they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. No, I'm not reading it. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pain in my stomach. Son X, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else I already written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told you yesterday that things would be the same as they've always been. That's all she needed and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, and since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Oh no! Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this at all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do in any case. It just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. It's kind of a breach of privacy. But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Why though? Why? That was anticlimactic, but why? Why? What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way that this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I should have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. But why did I confess to her and make her even feel worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her. What's to her to school? I remained friends with her, like it's always has been. I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I could do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never. 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 Message to Apocrypha. You ended on this stream, on this screen, talking about Act 1. However, there is more than that. No, I did not do it, Yo-Yo. There's still more. Like I said literally before you said that. So, to Apocrypha, a message. Make a part 3. I will also make a part 4. It won't be as intensive as the other one, but Yes, I have. It won't be as the second act won't be as intensive as the first one. It'll probably take like less than 4 hours or so. That being said, I'll have no idea when to stream them, those 4 hours. I know there might be a moment tomorrow, assuming I get stuff done. Yes. I need a break. The image is going to be implanted in my head for a week. In the worst case scenario, I'll imagine it in reality. Having my own best friend die. That being said, don't expect the beginning of part 4 tomorrow. Expect it on Wednesday, maybe Thursday. Until then, yeah, I know, act gets shorter. But if you do Natsuki, I heard that you can't really progress, you have to do Yuri. So that's what I'll do, hence why I didn't do Yuri beforehand. Anyway, until Wednesday or Thursday, Sundex is signing off for tonight. You too, Yo-Yo. Goodbye.